Thanks, reminder. All right, I'm going to get started on our rest of our general readings for March 2021. Now, when I get things going here, I'm going to fade into some love reading predictions for March 2021. 2021. Oh, I can't. I cannot with this year. Okay. General reading March 2021. We're going to be starting off with Libra because we're going to be finishing up our general readings for upcoming March. Also, remembering that we will fade into those love readings, love predictions, and they'll end as soon as I'm needed as a mother. Because I'm a mother! Oh, God. TikTok is going to be the death of me. TikTok will be the death of me. All right. Also, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you can come back for all your future readings, all of your current vibes, love predictions, you name it. Make sure to go share, like, follow Instagram and Facebook also. Hangman Tarot. And again, I am Jordan. I am Hanged Man Tarot. I am the card reader. And this is my first. Nervous. A little shaky, a little freaked out by it. Anyway, okay. All right, we're going to get started with our reading for our general reading for Libra. Get started. All right, so Libra. Okay, so in the past, there's something specific in not changing up your habits or changing up the way that you make tracks, the way that you get through your day or your year, whatever. In the past, you have very much just been kind of like sticking to what it is that you've been doing and not really changing things up and shaking things up to make something different, something else happen, you know, make room for new shit to come in. Currently, you are exposing your truest nature. So you are exposing the brightest light that you have at the moment. Underneath and above all of the healing and the wounds that you have, you are definitely trying to enable, or you're trying to gift everybody with your specific light. So you are definitely in the place of energy is there. You're doing things to make sure that that light is bright and that you're able to continue, you know, on the path of your divine, your specific divine. In the near future, there's going to be a decision that's going to be, you're going to have to make a decision. It's definitely going to be needing to make a choice. So you're wanting to be decisive in what you are choosing, and you want to make sure that you make the right choice, and you don't want to change it up. You don't want to flip it around, but when it's in motion, do not fucking stop it. Otherwise, everything else stops. Everything else stops and hits and crashes, and then the momentum's gone, and then there's resistance, and then there's suffering. So just when you're making this choice or this decision in the near future, make sure that you are very peculiar on keeping the momentum rolling through, making that action there 24/7 with this. Okay. So mindset wise, you are pretty much in your realm. You're doing exactly what you want to be doing right now. So whatever it is that you're doing as far as like business, maybe financial, maybe even hobbies, maybe sports, schooling, lovers, maybe you want to do in your life at the very moment, at this very moment, in this very breath. That's where your mindset is. Your mindset's very, very much in a positive place when it comes to doing what it is that you love and doing it in a really good way. So there is somebody around you who's not forgiving, not forgetting, but that, again, that be you too. But there might be somebody around you, could be family member, could be friend, could be like, you know, a lover or husband or wife or whatever, kid. Somebody is in need of forgiveness or to forgive. So make sure that you take note of that. And if you have some forgiving to do or an apology to make, go ahead and do it, because the best bet is to just make sure that you're good with all your humans as much as you can. So challenges, being true to what it is that you want to do. So some challenges, that upcoming challenges that are ahead of you, is definitely going to be some things that you need to be firm in. Don't let anyone change your mind. Just do exactly what it is that you want to do. So this whole doing what you love thing, make sure that you continue to do it. Don't let anybody change. Be true to your nature, to be true to exactly what it is that you love and what it is that you want to be doing. So there's a problem with the connection. What does this mean? I wonder if I have to do anything. Anyway, so yeah, so just make sure that you're when you're being decisive and when you're doing the things that you are really in love with doing, don't let anybody tell you not to do that shit. Like, go then. If you don't like it, go, honey. Forget. All right. So outcome of your nearing future is definitely some sort of a wake-up call. So when you're working on that whole trying to be true to yourself thing, make sure that you're really tuning into this, because if you don't do the things that you're designed to do, or the path that is designed for you, you're gonna need a wake-up call. Something is going to happen. Something's gonna affect you and shake you up so much so that it'll feel like a damn tower card, I'm telling you. All right, Libra. So that is your general reading. I'm going to shuffle these cards and we're going to get going and get started with our Sagittarius general read. Again, this is March 2021 general reading. Big old cards. I love big, big cards. The bigger, the better. I mean, cards come really good in small sizes too. I'm not going to lie. Camel. I just got to shuffle these way differently than I do my littler cards. My littler cards are just so much easier. Okay. All right, so we're going to get into Sagittarius. Ugh, Sagittarius. What do you have for Sagittarius? Current, past. Challenges that might pop up. How others feel around him. All right. Okay, so there was an experience that you were dealing with here. So in the past, you have corrected some mistakes. So you were making some mistakes, some little fuck up here, a little fuck up there. You were definitely trying to sweep them up, clean them up, make sure that, you didn't have to travel back to do those things. So this was just your way of being able to keep moving. Your mistake, you took care of the situation, and hopefully not having to go back on that again. Currently, you are not focused enough on success. So there is something happening here financially where you definitely want to tune into that, because you could have a strong success in this, but there is lack of focus here. So currently you're not focused probably enough on the fact that you need to make some coin and that you need to really push that drive a little bit more, because that is lacking in this reading, that energy. Okay, so within the future, I want you to make sure that you're speaking up for yourself, speaking up for others around you, maybe advocating for other people. Do not allow yourself to be spoken to a certain way. Don't allow yourself to be treated a certain way without speaking up for yourself. Or even if you need, a new position and a job, speak up for yourself. Or say the employees around you are just dismissive. Speak up for yourself. Make sure that you're speaking up for others that can't speak up for themselves. That's a huge one too. I feel like there's this call just to make sure that you are aware that Sagittarius, you have a voice, so use it. And in the near future, you're definitely going to need to, whether or not that's through your, employment, your family, maybe through your friends group, Who knows? But whatever it is, make sure that you use your words and you use them wisely with compassion, of course. I mean, and if you cuss, it's totally fine, as long as they know you enough to know that the cusses are not bad. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Mindset. Okay, so you're in a really good mindset. You're in a good mindset. Just kind of finding acceptance here. So you're currently in a mindset of just releasing things, letting go of old bandages, wounds, whatever it is, you have let it go. And in your current past, really making sure that you're cleaning up those mistakes. That is definitely allowing for acceptance and to let go and to enjoy the rest of your life, the rest of your breaths, your minutes, your hours. So that's where your mindset wise, where you are at currently. So that's a really good place to be in, especially if you're going to be making changes, you're going to be speaking volumes for yourself or for others. You definitely want to make sure that you know how to let go of shit too. That is super, super important. All right. So there is somebody around you, or it could actually be you around somebody. Anyway, you want to make sure that this relationship, it's a developing relationship. You are able to create a foundation so that this relationship builds into this beautiful, I don't even know, almost like a house. It'll build into a beautiful house. If you have no good foundation, you have nothing laying there for, the build, you ain't gonna have shit, especially if you don't have any experiences with this relationship or learning about this person. Make sure that you build on a really loving and compassionate type feel. Make sure that you're listening. I feel like you don't listen. There's something going on with that. Okay. We got a few upcoming challenges. So you're making plans, but you're not following through. So you're not actually sticking to your commitment. So you want to make sure if you put anybody in your schedule book that you really make that commitment your priority. Make sure that you check mark it and you're like, I did that. Because you're not keeping up with your commitments. So you got to make sure that you're keeping up with your appointments. Make sure you're keeping up with any kind of like maybe interviews, meetings. It could mean a commitment that you had made to your children and you didn't keep up with it. So make sure you do not say shit and don't do shit. Okay? Because that is really gross and nobody likes that. Nobody likes the flaky guy. I'm the flaky guy. Jesus. Okay, raising your vibration. So through this outcome, through the end results of your reading, I want you to make sure that you are trying to carry a tune that is maybe a little bit higher than you're used to. So make sure that when you walk into a room that you're being seen. Make sure when you speak, people can hear you. So the outcome of this is you actually following through and doing this. So you will keep this commitment. Make a commitment to yourself to always do these things, to always make sure that you're banding through. And don't forget about this it might be a new relationship that is starting, or it's already started, but make sure that you are taking care of, the foundation of it, making sure that you're tending to it so that it can grow and be this beautiful thing. All right. What do we have next? We have Scorpios next. I'm going to get these shuffled. Again, this is going to be our general reading for Scorpio. If you have any comments, questions, please make sure that you comment below. Leave a question, leave a remark. I don't care what it is. This could be in the live, which I think there's just one person. Who is it? I don't even know how you can tell who it is. It's probably better that I don't know who the one person is. I'd be like, all right, let's see. All right. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can come back for all your future readings, all of your current vibes, energy, little bit of that love prediction. So I'm sure you're over the whole Valentine's thing, the whole lovers month. I am. How about that? I'm over it. Okay. Let's do one more. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. I just feel like I should cut the deck. To love on your own self. So it has not been an issue to take care of your, oh, I have comments. Hi. So weird. Yes, please answer, or yes, ask away, please. Scorpio, make sure that you're, in the past, you have definitely been taking care of yourself. You've definitely been loving on yourself, doing a lot of self-care and things like that, and making sure that you are abiding by all these things that you're supposed to do for yourself. You definitely were doing that in the past for yourself. Hi. Does Elsa still love you? Elsa, well, I don't do personal readings, but that is a really good question. I bet she does, because love just doesn't go away. So I would assume that Elsa definitely loves you, because love don't go anywhere. Love stays there no matter what. The building, yeah, that means that she left that love with you. That's what, when we miss somebody, that's actually that love. And it's just, we have nowhere to expand it. Absolutely. I bet she did. I bet she did. Break my heart. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So currently you're feeling empty a little bit. You're kind of trying to find out what it is that you need to do as far as like your job. You're maybe just kind of budding out, maybe wanting to get back into working out, sports, boxing, wrestling, yoga. So you are in a place currently, though, that you're not being of service. So you're not actually helping the community. Maybe you need to reach out to others. Maybe Boys and Girls Club needs a hand, maybe your shelter. I mean, you could even do it at home, because the best way to start things, or to, make sure that your positive intention expands out and ripples out, is to actually plant the seeds at home first. And then hopefully all of the people that live with you, they hop out, and then they go expand out, ripple out, and then they plant seeds too. So that is one of the best ways that you can start to be of service, is to actually be of service in your current area, in your current home, in your current hour, minute, breath. It doesn't matter, as long as you're trying to do what is called good intention to the collective. So in your near future, we have something happening, but you're just not letting it go away. You're just not giving it a rest. So something is upcoming and impending, and you're not able to allow it to just, fulfill its term and move on. You're like, no, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. But if you don't do this, you're not going to create space for new anything. So whatever it is that you are wanting to do, you're not going to be able to do it unless you create that space. And that is letting go of shit, letting go of whatever it is that you just don't want to close the door to. And that is the bottom line on that. In any experience, if you don't clear the way, then nothing will fit through. I promise you. Okay. Okay. So currently, mindset wise, definitely in a place of needing to maybe refine, maybe nitpick, maybe, mold and shape and shift your attention. You just don't have a lot of attention on specific things. You have attention on a couple different things, but you want to draw some of that attention into maybe one or two, so that is really a focus, and you really start, cultivating whatever it is that you're focused or giving attention to, and it becomes some big thing, and it creates this abundance of whatever it is that you're trying to refine. But that attention, that is your attention and your focus, it's super vital to whatever it is that you want in your future. Whatever it is that you're focusing on is your future. So you really got to be careful and mindful of that kind of thing. All right, last card. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. There's somebody around you whom you need to be very clear with, whom you cannot filter anything that you're saying. So you need to be very calm, collected, compassionate, of course, coming from kindness in dealing with this other person and making sure that you're as clear as crystal so that they are not able to misconstrue or they're not able to flub up what you say, or they're not like, oh, I didn't know. Like, you really have to be this clear voice, this clear, just clear. I mean, you have to be very clear about everything that you're doing, especially when it comes to this relationship, and making sure that when challenges arise to you needing to do something that you don't want to necessarily do, making sure that you're true to exactly what it is that you want to do. So you have these values, these beliefs, or whatever it is that is instilled inside you. Don't step over the line of not being able to come back. So if something is uncomfortable to you, just be true to that. Be okay with being uncomfortable with something. I'm uncomfortable with it and I'm not doing it. There's my line. That's my bottom line. So as clear as you can with this human being, and making sure to always go with your advice when it comes to your gut, and especially when it comes to your morals and your fine lines or your thicker lines. You don't want to cross boundaries that you cannot come back from, especially for somebody who may not even be there in 5-10 years. The outcome of this is really needing to just reassess the situation. So it did come into a relationship, or some kind of maybe a business ship or financial ship, whatever it is, you are in cahoots with. You need to reassess it, because the outcome of it is reassessment. So something might go awry, something might come up, and you're definitely going to have to ponder it. You're going to have to look over it and be like, okay, I can either do this or this. Reassess what you have. What is it that you could lose? What is it that you could gain? So making sure to, bring that full attention to what it is that you're sparking and you're trying to light up for your future. What is this? And making sure to be crystal clear with all of the relationships that you have. Any kind of relationship, business, financial, casual, maybe it's just like a gym, like you're like at the gym and you're like, hey, gym friend, it doesn't matter. Be clear with everybody. How about that? Then we won't get confused on anything. All right, Capricorns, we are on a roll here. We are going to be doing Capricorn March general reading next. And then we just have our first live. Listen, just getting 2 people in and having one comment or one person comment, I think that's good. It makes me happy. Makes me happy. All right. And get a few more shuffles in here. Remember to hit subscribe whenever you can so you can continue to come back for all your future readings, of course. One more. Yeah. I think one more will be good. All right here. So this ain't too bad. I just kind of, I feel like definitely more eyeballs can be on me now, but lives are okay. It goes much quicker than like when I do videos because I don't have to keep hosting. So maybe I'll just continue to keep doing the lives. But then it's like, what if I have to eat, or, well, I guess you could just say, I got to take a break. Got to take a break. I just ate those, so I don't have to take a break yet. Only if I have to go mom, then I have to jump off, of course. Of course. All right. Cutting the deck for our Capricorn. Okay. All right. Okay. So in the past, Capricorn, priorities were a little bit off. So there was a definite needing to it's almost like you just didn't really, like you were trying to have priorities, but you didn't. And you had so many things going on that it all just became a clusterfuck, and it was not priorities at all anymore. So the priorities flew out the freaking window because you had so much shit going on. There was things hanging around everywhere, and you're just like, I can't do it. You needed to reevaluate the issue, reevaluate some type of priority. Hi. Yes, Teal. What a pretty name. Teal Ocean. Honey. Yes, please ask a question for sure. You're welcome. See, this is what's different with the live. You got the humans. Okay, I can definitely answer that, but I'll answer at the end of when I'm all done here. Okay, and I'll put it down in the comments, or I'll just say it out loud or whatever, whichever one you prefer. Okay. All right, so we're going to continue on. So reevaluating priorities, super, super important, but you just weren't doing it. And it's almost like you're like, okay, if I just like get rid of, you're welcome. If I get rid of all of these things hanging around, all these, goals, all of these, maybe sports, maybe jobs, maybe friends, I get rid of all of them, then I'll just go away. But no, you needed to reevaluate the situation, and you didn't. And it's still lingering, Capricorn. And again, if this does not resonate with you, it just doesn't resonate with you. It's not for everybody, but this storyline is for some Capricorns. Currently, you're needing to take the lead, and you're not. So you're in a leader position, either in your job or in your real life, but you're not taking advantage of the fact that you're able to take the lead. You haven't. And because, if you don't have your priorities straight, you're not going to be able to lead shit. So when you take the lead, you're going to be able to show everybody who's following you that you know how to do this, that you know how to protect them, that you know how to, I know how to get these people to follow me, all because I know how to lead. Like, that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. Being a boss, or, being the head of a household, or the leader of, the pack of the wolf pack, or whatever, the kid in charge of all the soccer balls. I'm the lead soccer ball in charge of them at recess. That is something. Future love is on the way. So you need to open up for this love, though. So you have to stop being not loving. Open up to the idea that there is more love out there for you. You're able to love, and it's valuable. But you really need to open up to the idea that you can or should. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. Give me a minute. Oh, goodness, Capricorn. Okay. What is wrong with you? You seem like tired or something, Capricorn. I'm like feeling very tired doing this reading right now. Reaching for anything that besides what you have is amazing, but like trying to become something even bigger than that is even better. You are super talented. You're super raw. You're super logical, smart. Capricorn, you got things going on for you in general, and you won't reach for it. It's just like you're just sitting there. No, I don't want to. No. You have something out there, but you need to grab it and make it yours, but you haven't. And it's almost like, will you? Because you're like in a really, really bogged down place energetically. I'm getting very tired doing this reading. This is just very strange. I'm exhausted just talking about it. Again, whomever you're around, whether it's maybe where you work, maybe it's at home, you know, maybe on the playground, at recess, the gym, make sure that you're doing exactly what it is that you want to do. I mean, besides all the whole like not being able to like keep your priorities straight and shit, do you. Make sure that everything that you do is of your value and to par to your beliefs and to what you think that things should be for you. You never want to go running around acting like somebody else because that is uncomfortable. That is not fun. That wouldn't be a great look for you, Capricorn. You have some adversities coming up, so you will be needing to handle some adversities that might arise. You're going to have to face those. You're going to have to, you know, defeat the challenges that come ahead to you. So make sure that you're able to face these adversities in a very compassionate and calm manner, hopefully. And really, with the outcome of that is just being on the side of no, knowing that you can say no. Nobody ever said just because you say no means you're a dick. That's not what it means. It means you're taking care of you, Capricorn. And you like to say yes a lot, but then you don't follow through with that. So you really want to make sure that you're following through, saying no for the right specific reasons, and self-caring yourself in that sense as well. You might not be so drained or bogged down, especially if you got your priorities in line. With saying no, you're definitely going to do that quickly because priorities come first, and no would be, you know, to the people in the events or whatever, maybe dates, movie dates or dog walks, whatever it is. If you got to say no because you got other shit going on. It's your priority, more important. All right. So we got Aquarius and Pisces left. This is general reading for upcoming March. All right. Teal. Dun-dun-dun. I swear the shuffling probably takes longer than the actual reading. I'm pretty sure anyway. Okay. I'm going to do a split here. Okay. All right. It's kind of exhausting being live because I'm like, okay. I'm going to get started here. Okay, so straight out the gate, in the recent past, this could be like months, a couple seconds, this could be days, years, whatever. Just take it in how you will and where it resonates. And if it does not resonate, it just doesn't resonate. And that's just what it is. Please try to pull some good intention from it if you can. And then that way you can kind of lead the rest of your day or, you know, even next couple days straight into, you know, March. Recently or in the past sometime, you definitely had been working on some apology stuff that just never really happened. So there's some forgiveness stuff that was kind of coming up, but you never did it. You never rolled through with it. So there's a forgiveness or there was never an apology made, maybe. And this could be to you or to another person from you, but you did not deliver on that. There was no delivery on the forgiveness or the apology for that matter. Currently, you definitely are in a place of joy. Something's going on around you that has you definitely in your happy pants. I mean, you're excited. Something. So, I mean, there's nothing else to really say about that. You're just in a really good place. And I'm feeling that as well here. Yeah. So in the near future, though, you definitely want to make sure that you're really honing in on the craft or the business or the, the relationship that you might have, really bringing that attention to whatever it is. It's like almost like a very, because that keeps coming up in readings. It's like maybe March is going to be very scattered for a lot of us, or maybe February was. I mean, I think everybody's just scattered in general because of life in general, because of the way things are. Yeah. Yeah. So with this joy, though, like with this happiness, and if you were to really hone in on whatever it is that you're working on, you could really create a really cool part of your job, maybe relationship. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Yeah, because, okay, so weird. That is freaking weird. Okay, so your mindset is not all about whatever it is you're doing as far as your craft or your art. Yes, I have been so bored. I keep saying that to people. I'm just like, I am bored. And that I am. I've been bored and I've been kind of scattered. And I just recently have really started focusing on this stuff. And this is feeling really great, just having people even comment or people coming in or liking or anything like that. So this is just making me feel like there's, already a whole proof is in the pudding type deal. So anyway, claiming your craft, claiming whatever it is that you're doing, because you're not bringing that whole full attention, you definitely are in a mindset of just like, I just don't want to. But you have to. Otherwise, if you don't claim it, I mean, who's going to? So you really got to work on that. You got to work on accepting things that are yours fully, no matter how they come out or what it looks like. It's art. Art is art. Art is whatever it is. It's not really a name or a label for art. I don't know how to express art. There may be somebody around you who needs to, no. So somebody's around you just asking. So maybe you need to just say, no. Really focus on your shit. Stop rejecting the fact that it is yours. And stop with the yeses to these people that just don't have your priorities in mind. They have their priorities in mind. You forget that when people ask you shit. Like if you're at the office and the guys, the boss is like, hey, can you stay? It's between you and Billy. No, I cannot stay. I have priorities. It's that easy. And then he'll be like, okay. And then, he'll go do what he does and you go do what you do. Okay, again, so some challenges coming up around whatever it is that you're doing. So there must be something that you're really trying to focus on, or it's really a big deal that you're lacking the focus on this, but it's something specific pertaining to your craft. You have some sort of craft or you're super creative, something going on, but you got some challenges arising up against that. So it's just speaking on strengthening the powers and the gifts that you were given. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that so that you, so the outcome is just not running into those dreams for you. Man. Yeah. So in order to not get that outcome, a really good intention for this month would to be do your art, do your stuff, do your craft. Even if you think people don't like it, even if you think that people will say, oh, look at his stupid stuff. Who cares? Like, it doesn't even matter because they say shit all the time. Like when are you going to not, you can't listen to them all the time. Like the people, the naysayers, the gays, the these, the theirs, who cares what they say? Because what they say is bullshit anyway, because it doesn't pertain to you and your priorities and your art or your gift that you're wasting because you're too pansy to do it, because you're too scared of what these eyeballs will think of you. Stop it. Intention, you definitely want to focus on your craft and focus on the fact that your priorities are yours and nobody else's. Focus your attention on one space so that you can build and build and build. Yes, absolutely, Teal. Okay, we're going to move to Pisces. And this is going to be our last general read. I'll probably try to start up a few love predictions. Why not? Yeah. I love that I'm being talked to. It's so hard to read cards sometimes, and you don't have people or like specific anything to pick up on. So it feels really good to have any type of human connection through the internet or through the computer as much as possible. So I thank anybody who is watching or anybody who is commenting. I really do appreciate the company. Oh, come on. These cards are just ginormous. But I love them. I love cards. I've got a whole bunch of them. Whenever I get into stuff or get really into something that I'm really good at just naturally, and I just didn't realize it, and then I start listening to the people around me, just do it, just do this. You know, you'd be really good at this. You should do this. So I finally will do these things, and I just dive full head first. No warning. I just dive in. I do it. But when I do it, I always buy the accessories like tarot cards or like with yoga. I've got like a million yoga pants. I'm a yoga teacher. That's another reason I have a ton of yoga pants also. But when I dive in, I get all of the accessories. I love all of it. I know, Teal. Yes, the separation in this world is real. It's heavy. It's very, very heavy. It's sad. I feel very separated from my humans. That is for sure. Love accessories. Okay. Okay. We're going to get started. This is going to be our last general reading for Pisces. Hello. Hi, Hassan. Did I say it right? Hassan? I know. Yes. Separation is just a way to divide, create space for hate, loneliness, sadness. It's the truth. Hello. I'm going to call you V because I don't know how to say your name. I don't want to be rude and call you the wrong name. Yeah, it's so exciting to talk to people while I'm doing readings. Oh, confidence, honey. Well, you've come to the right queen because I am all about not having confidence. God, it's so hard to just know how amazing we are. It's like the craziest thing because I think all of these people are so amazing, specific people in my life or like who maybe not in my life. And I'm like, oh my God, those people are so badass. Well, I started just vibing on the fact that I am that. What I would do is I would actually put all my good qualities onto other people and I would create a vision that they were these people. But it was actually a lot of the characteristics or the things about me that are really sweet and nice and loving, I would put onto others. And so since building confidence, I definitely just ran with this energy, the one that I would make for the, you know, the people, the friends or the, you know, the coworkers or whatever. I would think that they were this, but it just results in the fact that if you can see it, just as if you can see bad things in people, it must be inside us, right? So if you can see good shit, like you're like, oh, this chick is so pretty. This chick is so cool. This lady is so badass. She does all these things and blah, blah, blah. It takes one to know one is how I feel about it. That is definitely how I feel about it. And I think the best advice to give for somebody who's trying to, build a relationship with confidence is to know that it is a relationship and that there's ups and downs. And, there's some days where you will feel good and there will be some days where you feel like shit. But sit in both of them, embrace both of them, accept the fact that you can't change that bad feeling. Just sit in it. Maybe it's not bad. I mean, because really, like, who said it was good or bad? Like, what if you're supposed to just find acceptance for those bad things or quote unquote bad things? Yeah. Self-care, that's another one. That's a huge one. When I paint my toes, I just painted my toes, I feel like $1,000,000. If I put a little bit of mascara on, like, I feel like crazy happy. It's just all about that loving yourself. But what really got me into my confidence and my glow is to accept my sexuality, to accept my curves, to accept my body, to accept all these things, to accept the fact that I love love and I love, like, touch, to accept these things and not to, like, push them away because they're not quite what I think they should be. They are what they are, But isolation got me it was a very, very, very dark and sad, and I was very lonely and I cried a lot, but I got through a lot because I did that. And I actually am so happy that I did, because I have such a better relationship with myself than I've ever had. Like, I can literally stand a whole weekend, just me, and not cry now. Because I would cry Friday to Sunday, because I'd work all week and then I'd come home and I'd cry. I was isolated. So, and also is to, find acceptance for people who aren't here anymore either. I mean, that really gets us in our feels. That takes away from our light. And half the time, our confidence, yeah, it's an up and down thing. It's a relationship thing. Just keep building it, though, because you're beautiful. Your name is Teal Ocean. Like, that name, oh my God, has me reeling. Like, your name says it all. Okay. Yes, I'm going to do the Pisces general reading right now. And then I'm going to start our love readings. I'm not quite doing one-on-ones yet. I will let anybody know when I will start doing those. I'm still building my relationship with cards and my tarot. You're welcome, Teal. Good Lord. Pisces. Thank you, beautiful Lauren. See, look at these names. Like, how could you feel like ugly at all these names? Teal Ocean, beautiful Lauren. Oh my goodness. Like, you guys have these amazing names, and mine's Jordan. So, like, you guys are fine. You guys are totally fine. Okay. So, Pisces, there's been no issue in the past as far as, like, loving yourself, accepting yourself, and giving yourself enough courage to be yourself. There's been no issue with that. Currently, you're in a place where you're asking somebody for some realness. So somebody's around you that you're asking them to be completely raw, completely truthful, honest. And I don't know who this might be. And I feel like it's probably something a little bit deeper than I'm getting. But I think that you need to keep requesting that they be real with you, because you definitely, you're asking, but you need it. I mean, it's right here. So just making sure that in the future that you have no judgments on this person, because you might have before, or you might have, tended to make past judgments, but make sure if this person is completely real with you, that you are completely real with them. Because if you use your ego in the situation, you will definitely pass judgments and you will definitely run them off, because they will not tolerate that vulnerable feeling and then getting shit on. They'll run. They'll haul ass. So you have to make sure that you're not making past judgments or, trying to make a joke in their expense at the time because you're uncomfortable or whatever. Just make sure that you're super, super ready to be in a vulnerable space as much as they are when you guys are passing these real raw things to each other. I don't know what it is, a conversation, maybe something in life in general. Maybe it's something that they haven't said to you. It could be anything, a million different things. And I can't tell you enough though, to just have no degree of humor in the situation. I don't know why I have to tell you this, but I do. Okay. Okay. So currently you definitely are taking a stance mindset wise. So you are accepting the fact that you fall into disappointment or others fall into disappointment. You're finally getting into a place where you're just accepting it and you're doing it gracefully. So nobody actually knows you're doing it. They can see physically that you're doing it, and you're not there to be like, they're like, oh, okay. He or she didn't say nothing to me today. Okay. So you are accepting disappointments or what you think are disappointments gracefully, and you're allowing them to just pass through as they go, just like thoughts or words in the mind. You just let them go by you. With this relation, these are just all turning into these love readings. I think it's because it is February. I'm quite honest with you. Like almost all readings can turn into these, but these really are. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're thinking things through fully when you're dealing with your relationship or this person that is around you who has asked you to be so raw and vulnerable as to pass information to each other with non-judgment, to really being sincere with this human being, making sure though with this human being that you're really fully thinking your thoughts and your words correctly and thoroughly, so that you do not dismiss what it is that this person is to you or what this person has for you as far as information. In the future, it's definitely going to be somewhat difficult energy wise, maybe even vibration wise, for you. So you might want to make sure that you're, getting enough to drink for water, making sure that your health is good, everything's intact, making sure that you're eating right, just taking care of yourself at all, helping to raise that vibration or raise that energy. Even coffee can diminish caffeine. It can diminish your vibration. So just checking in with your energy and making sure that you're able to still connect where you need to connect energetically. So the future, with that being said, the future is super open and bright to you, Pisces. You have something going on in your life with an inner connection to somebody else, and you're definitely helping to carry whatever it is, the information that they're giving you. You're helping to carry that for them so that they don't have to worry and do this alone. Don't forget, though, in the meantime, not to forget about you. So you want to make sure that you're still reaching for what it is that you need to reach for as far as like your goals and your dreams, and make sure that, you still have your social support as well as being social support. So, oh my goodness, Pisces, good. That was a good reading. I have to say that was a really good reading, Pisces. So we are done with general readings. We're going to start, what time is it? 2:36. I could probably start a few love readings, I suppose. The sun is the moon and rising in Scorpio. Scorpio. I go off moon sign, emotion, internal. Sun signs are just like maybe like how I see you. Like if I'm walking down the street and I see you, that's how I see you. How other people interpret you is that sun. Moon sign, though, is what I go off of. What you are internally. Aquarius internally is definitely vibing off like what I was saying. I'm in my room on lives all the time. Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is going to be Aries love reading. Love predictions for March 2021. My Atlanta, I'm going to have to learn how to timestamp and everything. I'm just used to watching these. All right, so be calling on what you want, what the person in your life wants, Aries, and maybe your future together. Pretty simple, and it's going to be quick little love predictions, nothing too crazy. Of course, I'll just keep talking and make it all crazy, and it'll go on and on. Okay, Aries, you want honesty. You want sincerity. You want full on, just real to the bone, raw. You don't want nothing less. You don't want to fuck around with anything salty. You don't want to mess around with anything sugared. You don't want anything watered down. You just want the real deal. You just want things straight to the freaking point, especially when it comes to this other person, or maybe even ex-lover, or it could even be somebody who, you know, you someday hope to, you know, have around in your life. But you're asking for sincerity. You're asking for truth and honesty and all of that good stuff. They're wanting fun. They're wanting joy. They're wanting you and them to be in this place of happiness, maybe new love, but it's in this card's in reverse. So I'm just going off the fact that it might not be there. And so that's why they're wanting it. They're truly wanting it. So in order to have that joy in the relationship, you have to have some sort of truth and honesty also. So it might be something that they're actually lacking, but they're like, hey, I just want it to be, you know, all like sunshiny. But you cannot have sunshine, you know, without dark nights either. So you're going to have to pick and choose here. But you're wanting the truth. And it's almost like, okay, so what are they not being honest about? But they're wanting joy. So it's like, where are we at here? Future together would be bright if you were to be able to strengthen these things together. If you were able to strengthen these gifts that you both have for each other and for yourselves, if you were able to strengthen those things, then the relationship would be just fine. Maybe in upcoming relationship, make sure that you always strengthen the gifts that you both are creating and the things, the vibes that you're creating together. Definitely make sure that you're working on yourselves always and first forever. And honesty is key. So that the truth, the honesty, that in itself will create joy automatically. So this other person wanting the joy, they need to maybe look inside themselves, because it sounds like maybe you're asking for something really sincere here and workable, but it's like maybe they just are not aware that there is error in them. But this relationship, if you were able to tie these things in, it would be beautiful. But again, That's kind of on Aries and their love interest. All right, we're going to go. Next guy up is going to be our Taurus. I am a Taurus. I'm a bull. So I'm going to be reading for Taurus, which is really weird sometimes. Absolutely will do Scorpio. I would love to. Isn't that funny that we just are like, we just want certain things, and it's like maybe 2 words that we want, but it's like so intensive or so emotional or so heartfelt. It's just like the strangest things in relationships. It's the dynamic or something. I don't know. It's so weird. They're real simple things, but then it's like, if you don't get them, you know, there it goes. All right, Taurians. We're going to get this up and running. So draw a card on what Taurus wants in the relationship or wants from the other person, and what Taurus love interest wants. Now, this could even be, you could resonate this with your friendships. This could be, you know, between you and your dog. I mean, you take this and you use it in any way that you need to, okay? Because that's it. So you just take this and run with it. Okay. Shuffle. Now I'm going to it. All right. Okay. Fancy. All right. Taurus. You need to make sure that you're just continuing to do what you love. So in this relationship, no matter what it is, you're going to always do what you love. You know what's best for you, and you are definitely the leader in that. We are. I mean, nobody else knows better than the Taurus. It's true. I have a thing where people think that I have to be right all the time, and I'm like, listen, I do. I have to be right at least 24 hours of the day, okay? So make sure that whatever you're doing in this relationship, whether it is a relationship in good, relationship in dysfunction, make sure whatever it is, you won't have that charge about you. You won't have that passion about you. You won't have anything behind you, because when you do things that you love, you rise, honey, to the top, and you shine. And that's a huge attraction. That's a huge pull from the partners or the friends, or, you know, even in business mates, that it's a huge pull for you. Yeah. So the person that you're either with or maybe upcoming with, or however this resonates, they just want you to not care that they're not there or are there. So they want you to count them as a positive. They want you to really find appreciation for them and the role that they play in your life. And I mean, I could definitely see my freaking dog saying this to me. My boxer would be like, listen, I don't think that you really know what you have here. I really do. That can go as far as you want to throw it, but as long as you're doing what you love and you're there for your partner, Taurus, and you're able to appreciate them and fulfill that in that way, you're good. Good as gold. So the future together is definitely you need to live through your soul. So you need to live your divine plan. So don't want to get lost in the Taurus and love interest, living fully with your heart and soul, and not just for a role to be Taurus's love interest, or, you know, whatever, a part of Taurus's life. So you want to make sure that you too have some shit going on, and that you love, and that you can surround yourself in and come back to this Taurus, you know, just like they do with you. So yeah, live your soul, not the role. That you don't want to play a role. You definitely want to make sure that you're going with this momentum, this love, this compassion, this kindness, this relationship, this intertwining connectiveness. Make sure that you have all your good stuff backed up behind you, just like the Taurus will. So that's all it'll take. But that'll be a good relationship with Taurus as long as you're both independently doing your jams. And then you come together and bring it together. It's good. It's good. It's a good advice to any relationship, really. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I could speed this up. We'll do Scorpio. Let me cross it off first so I don't get mixed up. So we did Aries, Taurus. Yeah, I'll do Scorpio. Since you asked, Scorpio. Scorpio. Wait. Emotional, but they get so quiet when they are. You would never know. They almost act very unattainable, yet in the relationship. They're very much in the relationship. They're very much intertwined. No going back with them. Okay. Sensitive, sensitive, sensitive. In a good way. Always in a good way. It's always true. So sensitive that you might not even know. Let's just say when the emotions start to rise, Scorpio likes to hide, run, walk off, passive aggressively like maneuver something in the room. They don't like to say it right away. They don't. Yes. All right. I'm going to split. I don't think I've ever met a Scorpio woman. I'm trying to think. All right. Okay. 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 Scorpio. This does not surprise me. Okay, so what you need or what you want from your love interest or whatever it is in this relationship with you is forgiveness, or you want them to forgive you, or you want to forgive them and you want to forget, but you can't forgive because they haven't apologized maybe, or vice versa. Whatever it is your love in your relationship is on hold because of that, which even if there's an apology, there's no huge indication stating that you're gonna forget. The whole forgetting thing is something that we actually don't end up doing. It's just, it resonates within us. We don't forget. We might forgive, and we do our best and we have our best intent full force, but that trust is just shaken up a little bit usually. What they're wanting for you to be real. They want you to open up. They want you to stop hiding from what could be so sincere that it could save you. That's all they're asking for. They want you just as real as first met you. That's what they want. They want that confidence. They want that love back. And that's what they need. They need you to be real. They need you to not sugarcoat shit. They need you to say it the way it is. And they need you to live in sincerity, in crystal clear motive. I can't tell which one needs to apologize. I kind of think Scorpio needs to apologize is what I'm feeling. Okay, so the outcome, the future of this relationship could definitely be that you could do something different here. Something might have happened so traumatically or so dramatically that you aren't able to move forward with this human, especially if there's no actual real raw sincerity here. If there is no apology, if there's no forgiveness, honey, if there is no forgiveness, there is nothing left, but it says different. Yeah, it's definitely saying do. So I'm thinking that maybe there was something so done to the relationship that it's done, 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 done. This is a good and good thing, I have to say. It doesn't mean the ending. It means you are definitely scraping things aside, whether it was your bad or their bad, whatever it is. It takes two to tango to create space for that new shit to come along. You need that new stuff, especially if you're going to continue moving forward. You need that space, especially to put something in it. It does say do something different, and also you could be doing something not right. You could be off in your relationship. So maybe you do need to do something different in the relationship. So if you're wanting to fight for it, do something different. The same thing is going to get the same results. And if I incessantly argue with myself all day saying I'm going to have a bad day, I'm going to have a bad day. So do something different. Instead of saying you're going to have a bad day, create something else. Create a vibe of no bad day. Same thing in relationships. If you want something different, you're going to have to do something different. That is for certain. But you could also do something else. And again, it doesn't mean better or worse. I don't think there is such a thing really now at this point. Okay. All right. Now I'm dropping cards. Okay. Yeesh. All right. We're on to Gemini, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to do Gemini. The good in the relationship and in your life, because if you focus on the worry or the crazy or the bad stuff, you're going to produce that. If there's a continual habit happening in your relationship, though, that's always a for sure sign that you need to do something different. And if you do something different and it does not change it, you need to find someone different or find yourself, because that's a good time. It's not. It's terrible. It's hard fucking work. Taking loving on your own. It's hard work. Somebody's got to do it though. It's funny how much your value goes up though when you do. Perfect. Thank you for asking for that reading. Gives me some energy to ride on. It's exciting. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. All righty, Geminis. Gemini. I'm not surprised at the card that popped out for you, Gemini. I'm not. Okay. Okay. Gemini. I don't know why those popped out, but I'm going to leave them out just in case, because they might need some. We might need some backup here for Gemini. I'm just kidding. I just love giving Gemini a little bit of shit. Okay, Gemini. You're up. Okay. Gemini, you're wanting your love interest or the person in your relationship, any type of, it could be a whole like business ship. I mean, I don't know what this is personally to you, but where it resonates, please. You're wanting the other person to say no to things. You're wanting the other person to start saying yes to the relationships, to start saying yes to the priorities and the things and the goals that you have lined up in your relationship. Saying no to the things that are not matterful pertaining to your particular relationship. They want you to face your shadow. Yeah. So they want you to really be internal and go deep. They want you to see your shadow for what it is good for and what it is not good for, what it is used for and what it should not be used for. They want you to see your shadow. And that's the card that popped up. So I was not surprised. But again, you're in a whole different ballpark of what you're wanting and they're wanting. So they're actually wanting you to face some demons, to face up to the negatives and negatives in your life or in your shadow. What is it that you're doing that has kept you from that? Maybe coming into an understanding that the shadow is definitely some deeper realm working as far as like making sure that you are good to go on who you are. They're wanting, Gemini, you're wanting them to say no though. So you're wanting more of their time. So Gemini wants more time because the no thing would free them up for sure. For sure. Or maybe you ask them a question and you want them to say no. Because your future together, it's not reflecting on either of your truths. So there is no correcting of the mistakes here. You need to engage in a higher reason for your living. You need to engage in a different path than this. This is definitely something to think about though, because this is because it is done, and there is nothing else to be decisive about. There's nothing else to correct because things cannot be corrected sometimes, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, darlings. So engage in yourself, honey. Take up that advice. Look into yourself, but into the dark, into the shadow, the things that you think are not actually there, they're there. But in the shadow is all of these really yummy, good things about that you can pull, you can alchemize, you can make better. The shadow don't got to be the shadow. The shadow could be the shadow. You learn shit there. It's a tough place. Okay. Let's do one more. I have time for one more because I'm not picking kids up today. So I'm going to do one more. We are going to do Cancer. Cancer. Okay. Okay. Wait, one of my kids texted. Hold on. Hey, did you find Dad? Okay. I was just calling to make sure because I seen you called. Are you guys headed over here? Does he want me to? Okay. I gotta get off because I'm doing cards. Does he want me to go? Fine, I'll go get him if that's what he wants. Just okay. All right, bye. All right. Sorry, I had to. My kid's dad was picking him up. Okay. Cancer, you're up next. Girl, you must be in a good relationship, honey. Okay. All right. Some things that you want in the relationship or from this person is to just look forward. You have things on your side. You're feeling like you got a little pep in your step and you're excited. You're happy. Things are good. You want to look forward. I mean, who wouldn't want to look forward if they're in that good of a relationship? They just want you to trust the whole idea of it actually being there because it's divine. It's out of hope and faith. and that this is a real thing for you guys. And then your future together is just, yeah, accepting, letting go, and enjoy it, because it's a relationship. That's where you're at. Why did the good ones go so like quick? Because we all relate, I think, probably mostly. I'm like quick with the good stuff, of course. With the bad stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna have to explain this one. That was a good vibe though, Cancer. You guys are in the midst of a good relationship. Could be a good friendship, good business ship. There's no cards in reverse, nothing. I wasn't even shaking during that. I was just relaxed. So you guys are good. Whatever type of relationship that might be, you guys are good to go. Okay. Okay. We're doing Leo. Leo's up next. Leo the lion. Leo. We're going to be pulling a card for what you want in this relationship and what they want. This could be from you, about them, around them, through them, however it comes. Okay? We're going to get started with Leo. Okay. All right, Leo. That's weird. I don't even know what that means. Give me a minute. It's weird. Okay. Okay. So what they want you to tune out distractions. That's what they want. They want you to stop letting everything distract from the relationship that you two have. Might not have been very long. It could be a really long relationship. I mean, to tune out distractions would be to maybe pay closer attention to the person that you're with. So Leo, maybe you're just not finding enough time out for this human or this animal. I mean, it could be anything really. So they're definitely wanting you to tune out what is not them. So there must be a lot of busy bees, or a lot of things happening around Leo, and Leo must be very, very busy, because they're definitely needing some time, and they want you to tune out distractions, especially when you are in place in front of them. Leo wants love interest to choose people differently. Be a little more particular about the people that you put in your life, because that could affect your guys' relationship, and it can affect Leo. So of course Leo would not want like specific people around to, like fuck up like what he's doing or she's doing, because Leo is glam, honey. It's about the Leo. Okay, so Leo wants you to create a different circle, or to just be a little bit more, and the love interest wants Leo to definitely tune out distractions, pay a little more attention to them. The future of your relationship is gold if you guys can face your adversities. You seemingly are heavy with challenges in this relationship, especially if he's bothered by the people that are around you, and the love interest is actually bothered by, all of the distractions around Leo. So there must be some challenges, a lot of things going on around them that is creating adversity to even be a couple. So if you are to truly face your adversities and you're able to get through those challenges, you and Leo and love interest, you guys are golden, honey. Not bad. That was kind of confusing though for a minute. I was like, what the heck does that mean? Okay. Let's see what's next. Virgo. God, I'm going to have to do time stamping on this thing. That's going to be a pain in the booty. Probably don't have to do it right away, though. I don't think. Maybe I will. I don't even remember a time without YouTube tarot. I started watching Tyler's tarot like, I would say a good 3 years ago. Probably about 3 years. It's just like, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God. Like, is this man spying on me? He knew every time. I was like, shit. He's very intuitive because he goes off it. He goes off that for sure. Not even so much the cards, probably. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Everyone calm down. Everybody, 2 people calm down. 2 people that are in here. Okay. Virgo. Okay. So what you're wanting to roll to address the addictions in their life or addiction. Addictions are very, very broad. So again, this could be addictions to food. This could be addictions to, all poison of drugs. This could be addiction to caffeine even, cigarettes, addictions to old habits, to old behaviors. I mean, addictions, there's a sex addiction. So this could resonate in any sense. It's very broad. But they're wanting you to address something that you're highly addicted to. So something that they have a vibe that you will not. This is reverse. So this is just you're there, you're in this relationship with Virgo, but Virgo very much thinks that this is not going to change. But they do want you to address it whether you're with them or not, because they are very compassionate and caring in that sense. They want Virgo to make a plan though. And Virgo plan, you have a plan for pretty much everything. You're pretty to the freaking point. You have everything hitting on the, every nail is being hit on the head here in Virgo's life. Everything is specific and everything is OCD-ish. Everything is for a reason, but they want you to make a plan because in your life, they're like, hey, now, if you could crush this and get through this, you could definitely reach to the highest in relationship for sure. I'm sure of it. But it is reversed. So it's the potential in this relationship was good at one time. But there's some deeper things here going on and some things that you probably you're more aware of because you're in a longer term relationship. So there's some huge changes you would have to make to your life, Virgo, and your love interest in order to surpass this and to be able to move on and be in a good relationship. So, but they're all in reverse. So this is just, I'm not getting a really good sense off the fact that this might even work out. It might work out for another month or 2 or, another year, but it's going to end the way that this is already going to end. It's addictions are a really maddening thing and very delicate. And you as a love interest are super vital and very hurtful if not. So this is probably more of a not happening type thing. Hassan. Yes. Please ask your question. I am all done with that one. I could do Libra too. I'll just do Libra while I'm sitting here. As soon as I say it, card pops out, of course. Libra's like, me. Okay. Yes, I would love for you to. I am terrible at names sometimes. Let me ask. You you sent a marriage proposal. What does that mean you sent? Like through the mail? Or like you asked and then, or I'm confused. So you just sent it into the universe and you're waiting back to see if only if you're able to make necessary sacrifices. That's the only way that'll be a yes. Sacrifice something specific, in tuned into the relationship, something that is super important to the other. Yeah, there shouldn't be an issue. Sacrifice is difficult though. One more for Libra. But I think you already know the answer. All right, Libra. Okay, so, okay, you have asked. Okay. So have they just not answered you? Because normally when you ask somebody, they answer you right away, right? Just knowing that if you don't sacrifice whatever it is that this individual that you asked, if you do not sacrifice something specific, it's not going to be a yes. But it's not going to be an issue if there's a sacrifice and somehow, some way, if you let go and sacrifice whatever it is that they're asking of, you're definitely going to get a yes. Okay, Libra. All right. Libra is wanting in the relationship that they're in for everything to just be clear as day. So they're wanting just real, raw emotion. They want everything to be very sincere. They don't want anything for something with love is just to be very, very clear with sincerity. They want you to trust, Libra. They want you to trust the fact that there's a plan and that this plan is made in faith, hope. This plan is definitely not something that you really think of often because it's, again, it's invisible. You can't see it because it hasn't happened yet. But they know that there's a plan and they think that you should definitely trust. If you want sincerity, you're going to have to trust. Trust them, trust the plan, trust that there's divine, there's something more, there's something better for you both, and maybe just each of you. Your future together is just making sure that in the future with the relationship or with the choices that you are given to choose from while you're in the relationship, you will fuck it up. It was in reverse, so it's kind of coming into a little bit of play that you don't. So I want you to have full intention to do. Be decisive. Be very careful with the choices that you make in this relationship. Do not step outside of the intership. You will fuck it up. You will fuck it up. That's all I got to say. That's a quick one. I like when they're quick. It's weird. It's like it shuts off. The faucet shuts off. I can't even speak about it anymore. It's very strange. All right. Let's do Sagittarius. We're almost done. Again, it's just a shuffle. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, this is your love prediction for March 2020. Again, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can come back for all of your started again. Kind of felt like a refresh or something. It was weird. Okay. Sagittarius. You want this love interest or your person or whomever you're curious about to reassess your relationship, reassess the situation. You could even be wanting them to just be more clear in what it is that they want. So you also want them to just, you know, address themselves continuously, and always be sure of whatever it is you want them to be sure of. Ideas that you have on the things that they do or are, to shut it off. Just shut it off. It's none of your business what it is they are. Your comments, basically. Your future, if you were to decide to both be good with this and to do these things and to put in that extra effort and to just chill, Sagittarius, other person that is in need of it, your relationship is going to be very much like a fucking vacation. A little bit of a retreat, honey. So take that love interest out to the beach. Celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate. That scared me. I was like, what is that? That's my TV. Good Lord. Okay. Pretty to the point, Sagittarius. Very nice reading. A relationship that would be like a vacation. I didn't know there was such a thing. Such a thing. You know what's a vacation? One of my favorite things to do and one of my favorite relationships to be in is with my 8-year-old little girl. At night, we listen to, it's like a crime podcast. And she snuggles up like this. And then I put my hand on her. And that's what we do. And it's like heaven. It really fucking is. Laying with your kid, listening to a little bit of crime podcast. And they snuggle up and look like all angelic. Except for how much we both love this podcast. That's heaven. That's a retreat. That is a vacation for sure. It's my favorite feeling. Okay. Capricorn. Did I drop this? I'm just dropping cards everywhere. Oh, girl. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, Capricorn, what you want from what you want from your person is a vacation. What you want from them is to just back it off. That's what you want. You're already in La La Land. You're already on vacation. You already ran out the fucking door. You are just like, nah, I don't want to do it no more. I'm over it. Or they could be feeling this way about you. But the cards are where they are. So Capricorn, you are definitely in a place of you're done. You're backing up. You're retreating. You're moving out. You're moving off into the distance. You're going full human or somebody who's successful in their endeavors. They're going to want you to level the fuck up. And if you didn't level up because you don't have focus, they are out the fucking door too. They don't care. You know, they're like, bye back. Yeah. So this relationship is not, it's all reversed cards. This is not happening. You are not able to go with the flow, the natural, the leveling up, you know, the lust, the fall in love, you know, you get into an engagement, you move in, you get married, you have a baby, whatever. There was no leveling up and they're done with it. They're done with it and you're done with it because you're like, didn't do anything wrong. So no one would ever say you did anything wrong because it wouldn't matter. Just kidding. Just a little Zodiac fun. Yeah, the focus of it was there for them. They would have been able to do this. They have like a huge calling though, and you are not leveled up. That's just where we are. And you have backed out of the fucking building. You are waving goodbye as we speak. Or in March or in a month or whatever. However it resonates for you. All right, Capricorns. The next one, relationship on deck. Please grow with them. Level up. Stay with their energy, honey. Because whenever you're not taking care of them, Somebody else will. Aquarius is up next. So we just got Aquarius and Pisces next for our love readings. Again, if you have any comments, questions, please leave them right over below. And I'll get to them immediately probably because I'm so busy. Or I'll get to them later. Subscribe to my channel so that we can remain friends. And you can come back for all your readings with Hangman Tarot. Me. I'm Jordan. I haven't mentioned Aquarius. What you want, Aquarius, from your love interest is for them to stop playing around. Stop being something they're not. You want them to just be specific to who they are, who you met. Or maybe you're wanting them to fit into a mold that they don't want to be in. I mean, again, it could resonate that way. But you definitely you're wanting that stuff. Or spiritual. Or you just want them to like be fly as fuck. Whatever. Okay. They are wanting you to choose differently. Choose and be super specific in what you do and what you choose as far as like your life goes. Like they want you to be very careful. But again, it is in reverse and you're not doing that. You're definitely not doing that for them. This is all in reverse. This is not ending well. Whatever relationship this is for you. They want you to, choose more wisely in your life, they feel. And you're wanting them to live specifically a certain way. And they just, they're like, yeah. Like, you don't even choose wisely. You don't even make right choices. So why would I stay? The openness to love here freely is not, that's the outcome. It's just not. Flip personalities completely and just start head first growing. But yeah, there's no openness. There's not enough openness to truly be loving who you two truly are. There's too many things of being asked of to change. Like, you want me to change up what? You want me to be what? You want me to what? Like, why? So stop it. Y'all, stop. Okay. Pisces. Card already popped. Let's get the rest of these cards for Pisces. We've already got the first one up. Choices, making better decisions maybe, but you're definitely in the place of like, this love interest of mine is not thinking shit through. They're not taking their time with decision making. They're not they get upset. They have a tantrum. They don't think it through. They don't think about the bigger picture. And that's where you're at with it. And they're not thinking shit through. Okay, one more shuffle and we'll get on with it. Okay. So they want you to stay with them. They want you to stay with them. They want you to say no to everybody. They want you to say no to all of the commitment. Tempered. They just like lash out for no reason and you don't know why. They're not looking at every single thing in the picture and they're just around you and all your commitments because they don't feel like that they're getting enough of your yeses. And that's where they're at with it. And if you split off, it's definitely going to be for a higher, because you guys are meant for something different here. And it's not to be telling each other what the fuck to do, but it's to be guiding yourself through your workout though. Don't get me wrong. Every relationship goes through this shit. Things can be workoutable. Sometimes it's just a lot. It's just too much. Well, what? Well, it doesn't say the name. If you gave me a name, because it looks like you're saying, will Dick come back? I mean, are you asking? We'll ask the cards if that's what you're wanting to know. All right. Okay. So those love predictions are all done. We got those all finished up and it only took us 2 hours, people. Energies and not just, you know, not seen. Okay. All right. So, and if you would, please go make sure that you follow, like, share, subscribe, whatever you're do it on the Instagram and Facebook. It's Hangman Tarot. And again, I am Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot, and I will see you back here very, very soon. See ya.